I just spent $83 to change the oil on this stinking BMW. What the heck? What's cracking, guys? I don't have my other lens on me, so you're getting me kind of right in the face right now. So we are finally working, putting some real work, I should say, into the BMW. So I got a car full of parts right now. This thing's, you know, it's looking like a, you know, one of those Carolina squatters right now with all the weight in the trunk from all the parts and the blown suspension. So let's get down to the shop, let's get cracking, and let's have some fun. It's gonna be a couple days worth of work, but at least today, I'll show you what we're trying to do today. Alright guys, so car's down here at the shop. Thankfully made it just fine. Ever since I bought this thing, I've been paranoid about these plastic water pumps, but that's, you know, we got so much stuff to do. So with me, I got my buddy Alex here. We call him the Wheel Jesus. If you don't follow me or him on Instagram, you gotta go just look him up. You'll figure out why we call him that. But yeah, so this is just one of many boxes. Let's get the rest unloaded. Yeah, no. Yeah, I accidentally bought extra lollipop bushings.
Okay.
So if you need a set, you're welcome.
Dude, yeah, no, I'm good at the moment. But yeah, no, it's not a bad idea to have spares of these, because honestly...
because I bought those ones, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do the front end stuff first. And then I bought the master bushing kit, and it came with them, and I priced them out without the bushings. It's more expensive without the extra lollipops than it was with them. So I was like, well, I guess I'm getting extra lollipop bushings.
Yeah, I mean, baseball.
And then this is all like the Zimmerman.
Oh, the brakes and everything.
Yeah, the whole brake setup. So all the rotors, all the pads, all the sensors.
Sweet.
So
yeah, this is exactly what I'm running on my purple car right
and
now.
then in here we got like braided steel lines that I bought from the local guy, the Garagistic setup.
Oh, yeah.
And then I forget what this one. Oh, this is the bushing kit for the rear end with the extra lollipops. This is the fuel pump. Okay. This is the other brake sensor that they sent separately.
Perfect.
Pretty sure, right? Yeah, brake sensor. Yeah.
Brake sensor. Yep.
And then this is the UFO looking thing under the intake.
Oh,
I think mine was clogged. Yeah, the breather.
DISA valve or the breather valve? Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know. I was under there and then I was like, that looks dirty. I should change that. A while I'm in there type thing. Granted, I don't plan on pulling the intake manifold off today, but just whenever I do.
This is definitely, I will say right now, this is definitely easier with the intake manifold off. But I mean, like, you can...
Well, I want to pull the intakes. I want to go through and finish deleting the EGR stuff, and then I want to replace all the vacuum lines too.
Yeah. So this will be cake with that intake manifold.
Yeah. So that was on my bucket list.
This is like cut hands and cut arms with the intake manifold.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Because when I was putting that other hose on for that goes to like the idler thing under the how it's got the rubber grommet that sits in the it fell out and I spent like a good hour trying to fight it back in.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's the whole cooling system stuff. These are all OEM hoses, a Steward water pump, and if you guys don't know what that is, you want to tell them what a Steward one is?
This is the best you can get. This is actually if you have an E36, this is definitely the one you should go with. Good upgrade, it's solid, and it's a tried and true.
Yeah, so the main difference is it's stainless steel impellers or propellers, because the factory one, like I've said before, is plastic. And the other big difference is this is good for the street boys that like to race their cars or slidey boys. It flows 20%-ish more water.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a little bit of distilled, some water wetter in one of these, and you got minty temps.
Good to go.
All day at the track. But yeah, we got whole coolant hose kit. They sent us some German stuff, and then just got to get some distilled water for that. Yeah, and then the water pump to go with that. And then in here as well, we got new thermostat, OEM for the wind. This whole car, I just went full FCP Euro spec. So like, by the time they open their facility out here, there's no point in asking for a sponsorship because the whole car is gonna be their catalog anyway. Like, maybe it's just gonna pay me. I don't even know what half of this is. Oh, this is the aluminum housing, because that's the other issue of these cars, is the thermostat housing is plastic. So those tend to crack with age, as we obviously know plastic does. So you get an aluminum one, and yeah, that fixes your problems. So yeah, all right, you guys kind of get the idea. We got a shit ton of parts here. And the best part of it all is your guys down at Threes Racing, you know, Mang T, if you don't follow him on Instagram, he's a great dude. You should go check him out. He drifts, he races, he's in the Hondas, Lexus, 2J, K-Swap S2000, he skateboards, he's just an all-around fantastic dude. But he's also partnered with Ken Gucci, and if you don't know who that is, he's the pro driver, well, I guess he's the pro driver, not pro spec, for Formula Drift. And, you know, they're a great shop down in LA, but they hooked it up with some reaction coilovers. Now, I'm not cool enough yet to get fancy free stuff and discounts of, you know, out the wazoo, but Mang is, because they got great dealer accounts or whatever they did, and he hooked it up with a really great price on these reaction coils. And they were kind enough to send me 2 different spring rates, because these BMWs have divorced coilover setups in the rear. And we can go over that later, different time. But basically, it's not your normal setup that you would see on like the Hondas, like you guys on my channel are used to seeing. So spring rates are a little questionable for me. I don't fully understand suspension tuning. So they sent us a couple different sets to try out and see what we like best, see what the car likes best. We'll figure it out. But I don't know, I'm gonna get some food in me really quick, get the water cooler set up. It's cooking today, dude. It's humid as balls, but yeah, we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna get a lot of shit knocked out. We're gonna have some fun. All right, so we did have to make a quick run to Harbor Freight because I totally forgot to grab this. Chances are you're gonna need to get one of these if you're doing this job yourself, doing the whole front subframe drop and everything. It just makes it so much easier. I should have bought one of these a while ago with how many oil pans I've done on S2000s and whatnot. I think this was about $100, 90 bucks, somewhere around there. You know, it just supports the motor, and then you can see it's got little rubber legs. We'll set it up, we'll get this hooked up. Thankfully the E36, this M52 here, has this convenient hook right here. So we're just gonna go off of that guy. But, you know, we got some more help coming on the way. You guys have seen him before. So when he gets here, you know, we'll say hi. But for now, just gotta get the oil drained, and then we can kind of get started from there. So thankfully I got the oil catch pan over there, and thankfully I just recycled what was in there, so we got plenty of room, and we'll be solid. So I apologize for any wind noise. It is Arizona, dead, you know, middle of summer. I got that big ass fan, I got that big ass fan. So appreciate your cooperation and your consideration for the noise.
Ooh, yeah, that grunge. Terras they're a little bit boat anchory. You're definitely right about them being a little crusty.
That's why we got everything new.
Kidding.
Yeah. I mean, maybe hit it from the back. There we go.
Oh yeah, black.
Who's this muscly little bandit?
What's up, buddy? What's up, fella?
So this is Alex. We call him Wheel Jesus.
What's up, Alex?
For good reasons.
Right.
Nice to meet
Oh,
you.
I'll give you the.
Yeah.
Like a shit right here.
Oh yeah, this is your first time seeing the
Yeah, I
movie.
haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen your little project you got going here.
Not bad, eh?
No, I mean,
I've already put a little bit of work into it, so I've been trying to maintain it, keep it alive until this point. Now we got.
now you got a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit! But what's the purpose of this
I'm
bad
gonna put it
boy?
into a wall.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. Hell yeah, full sim in it.
Hell yeah. I want it to be
pretty clean,
reliable enough to drive it wherever, but I want it to be simple enough I can slide it
Yeah,
wherever
you can throw
too.
some tires in there and go fuck with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's got the M52, so it's a 328 IS premium package.
Nice.
I already did a manual swap. Like
Yep, that's right. I saw you did that.
The weekend after I bought it. And then, yeah, so it's got the ZF trans in it. Everything.
Nice. And that ZF Trans is bulletproof, dude.
Yeah, and it's rebuilt too.
Oh, so you're
yeah,
good.
it's already got
Gucci.
the synchros and the detents.
Yeah,
I got it
you're
from
good.
some
And the
German
thing is,
shop.
those things are like, they're cheap too. If you blow it up, you can you can get another one for nothing, dude.
Yeah, so
Nice.
we got reaction coils from the guys at Threes Racing out in LA. They hooked us up.
Dude, you got all kinds of shit. Oh,
Yeah.
you went through FCPC?
Yeah,
FCP? Yeah.
everything. So I got Zimmerman OE brake stuff to go on. We're dropping the
Nice,
subframe. So I got the oil pump nut mod. I got an oil pan baffle to weld in. I got
Jesus,
the
dude.
Garagistic poly bushing kit, Garagistic braided steel brake lines. I got the full chassis support welding kit. I got a fuel pump with the sender. I got a passenger side sender with the jet because I run out of gas at a quarter tank. I got all 4 ball joints up front, poly lollipop bushings to go in.
Dude, you've got, I mean, this thing will be a whole different car.
It's gonna be brand new.
It'll be brand new, it'll be a brand new car.
Oh, and I got the Sparko in there already. I got
Yeah,
the free
I saw that.
Sparko from my buddy, and
Nice.
then I already did like some vacuum leak fixes. Oh, and I got a Steward water pump, aluminum thermostat housing, new thermostat, and the full OE hose kit to go on too. So
Jesus Christ, dude.
yeah, so it's gonna be a couple videos, but at least for
but
today
at
we're
at least you've got everything, you know.
yeah, basically handled.
Yeah.
I wanted to cover my bases. Like if I'm dropping the subframe while I'm in there, you know.
You might as well go do the bushings. Might as well do everything in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna weld the diff while the rear end's out. So like
Yeah, you're Gucci.
yeah.
You gonna throw a handbrake in this thing too?
For now, I'm just gonna leave it alone, make
just
sure
mess
I
with
get
it?
everything working, and then I'll do a handbrake.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I just
How's the interior? Is it like in decent shape?
the
I mean,
glove box is not there. Well,
Who
it's
cares? You
skinned.
don't need a glove box.
And no door cards, but everything else is there, and it's in
You know
good
what?
shape.
So there's a company. It's Condor Speed Shop.
Yeah.
They make aluminum door cards,
was
and we
gonna
had
buy
them. So we had them in our E36 M3,
Yeah.
and they're sick. They're
Yeah.
super nice. They're super clean.
Yeah.
They're powder coated, and they would look killer
Yeah.
in there.
I'll have
I
to
mean, if
get
you're
some
gonna
of
end up
those.
just ripping everything out of it, anyways.
I want like a mix. I like having the interior, but like
I get that, but I just rip everything out, dude. Like,
yeah,
I've had enough E36. I've had 5 E36s, so
yeah.
this is man. This is.
Oh, and that's the other thing. It's got the Zender rear bumper, the
Yeah,
Racing
that's-
Dynamics
yeah.
front bumper, Racing Dynamics wheels, and Racing Dynamics side skirts.
You obviously already did an exhaust on it. I see.
Oh yeah, no, I built a full dual, so I got to get a different muffler. That was just all I had. That's
That-
actually a FK8 Civic Type R resonator
Oh, nice.
for a muffler. It's a little raspy.
But you've
honestly.
already got. I mean, you've already got your pipe in, everything. You know.
Oh yeah, no, I even got headers on it too. Spaylab sent me a set of headers, and I modded them and fit them.
Dude, what haven't you done yet? This is awesome. This is sick.
Window seals, obviously.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
again,
Yeah, no,
fun car. It's a fun car.
It was a really good month, my best one yet, despite a few jobs not paying yet.
Right. I see. I saw
Yeah,
that.
but despite that, it was good enough that I was able to save up and buy all this over the last like month and a half.
But you know what? Now that you have all this stuff, this is all shit you'll never have to
oh
do
yeah,
again.
and it's all
essentially.
lifetime warranty.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's the beauty of like what the thing with this is the type of car that you could keep forever
Yeah.
once you do all this. Like,
Yeah.
and then down the road, throw some sort of motor swap in it and just be ready
yeah,
to rip,
I mean,
dude.
for now, thankfully the
It's
M52
good. Yeah,
is solid.
honestly, you could do a case swap in this, and this thing would be nasty.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
that guy that does the K-swap mounts
Oh,
and
I,
everything
I,
too.
I, so I haven't said anything, but I might have a job for you too. So coming up here pretty soon. But
yeah?
we'll talk about that off camera when because
Yeah.
I got something that I might want to shoot your way.
yeah, but
This is
well,
awesome, man. I
Get
love it.
cranking. We're gonna drain the oil and just start pulling things. I'll time lapse you again with the wind noise with the fans. I guess it's hot. Let's
Yeah,
just
so
have
it's
some.
only 8 million degrees.
Yeah, let's just have some fun.
That's a good question.
When's the last time
When's
you
the
had an oil
last time
change?
that this thing?
Good. Not since I bought it.
Oh boy!
We shall
take a little
see,
gander here
Yeah.
at this oil.
and
Let's see. Can
see
you
if
do
there's
it?
any good surprising.
I topped it off. That's about all I did.
It doesn't look bad.
A little bit better than expected, I
Yeah,
guess.
it ain't,
considering
uh,
that,
It ain't as black as a black hole. It's actually. I mean, you can still see.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't look that bad. Actually.
I just knew it smelled
I'm a little
rich.
bit. I'm actually a little bit surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's definitely got a little. It's got a little punt, but it's not like I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
terrible.
we should probably get a
Definitely
look
not
see if
the
there's
worst.
any flakes or anything.
Whole subframe is out. Now we can do the oil pan that looks like it's 20 gallons worth, but all this work for a little nut that's like that big.
Boy.
Hey, do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Look at those pretty headers, though.
Ooh, man, look at they're starting to get nice and
Looking fresh.
gold
Yeah.
up in here.
Fresh to death.
Damn.
Steady moving along, got some great progress so far. So as you can see, not too long later with a lot of lollygagging, we got the front subframe out. Now mind you, everything on this is getting replaced other than, well, now I have to replace the one power steering line that we broke. I want to do the cooler line later. It's just right now, I don't really think it needs it. So I don't have my pressure washer here. My pressure washer's at home, but I have the hose with the semi-pressurized thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all the pieces off of this thing because all of it needs it. Like the ball joints, trashed, those are getting replaced. These other ball joints, trash, getting replaced. Tie rod end links, trash, getting replaced. Brake lines disconnected because I have braided steel ones to go on. These ones are all cracked. So just about everything but the calipers on here is getting replaced, and I'm gonna give this thing a good wash. So I'm gonna just kind of set you guys up. I'm gonna go to town on that and just get some work done. They're pulling the oil pan right now. That way we can do the oil pump nut and the weld-in baffle. Good Lord, let me tell you just how dirty this thing was. So I got the subframe taken care of. I got the oil pan right now that I'm working on, you know, cleaning up the rest of the way. It is filthy. It's not perfect. I really wish I had a dry ice blasher. That'd be mint. So oil pan is looking pretty decent. So I'm just letting it sit in one more coat of degreaser. Subframe and everything looking pretty solid. So it's as good as I'm gonna get it. I am gonna weld in those reinforcements. We'll get that prepped and I'll show you that shortly. They're working on doing the ball joints right now, and yeah, I don't know, having some fun with these.
Not fun. We cut the stud off and trying it without it.
I'm sitting to this. Can you get a? Yeah, so get in on that Arizona sweat right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I can like let this dry and like salt food. Like, oh, it's a little bland. You need to get a longer handle because this scares me. Or like a wall. Why do you all get to back up?
I'm scared.
Oh, it's getting softer to push. Oh, it's done.
Something gave up.
Did it actually finally give?
Yeah, like this is taking almost no effort to push, and it's perfect. Ah! I was like, it's getting back to like hard to push again.
Oh my god.
It should be out.
Anyway, yeah, so that's how this has been going, but
Yeah, I was about to fucking
yeah, this oil pan baffle is weird. I gotta drill the factory windage tray out to weld in that baffle, but otherwise we're looking pretty decent.
Yeah, y'all can do the next one. I'm good.
Anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, I'm gonna tack weld the oil pump nut instead of doing the one with the hole in it, because I'm a welder and I can do that.
On the piston itself.
I blew its back out like your mom last Saturday.
Need the hammer? It's on the floor.
Buy new control arms next time.
Worked.
And so he's working on getting the lollipop bearing race out. And I'm gonna go ahead and prep. These are the weld-in plates. So these guys ideally go on the inside, I believe. Otherwise, if you put them on the outside out here, it'll raise the engine by 1/8 inch, I think. And then these ones go, I forget. I think these ones go on the top. I don't know, vice versa. I'll figure these out and I'll show you guys, and then we can weld them in.
God damn it. And it still came apart on the inside.
So that's a trick. There's like this little strap that goes over the top. You got to grind the two little tabs off, pull it off, and then the ball joint just falls right out.
And then the new one just presses in.
Yeah, except now we still
Or you
have
think
to
we gotta
press
like
that,
unbend the tabs?
Oh, it's like, ah, shit.
part of
that
it
was
stayed.
just the inner part of it.
just for fun, it decided, no, I'm not gonna all come
Well,
out.
that we
so.
can at least do the same trick. Just use a sawzall, cut it in half, and then break it.
Like, I wonder if these were like ball joints to a different, maybe smaller boat.
Freshness.
Freshness.
Hell yeah.
These things look mint. This is only the second time in my life I've bought brand new coilovers. First time was on the DA.
There you go.
Good.
Opinion, Mike.
Ah, they almost look like K-Sports.
I know, right?
The color scheme, at least.
But probably better.
Yeah, probably better. The one thing is, this internal shaft looks a lot bigger than most coilovers, like BCs and stuff. See
Yeah,
that
the
shaft diameter?
diameter, that's
So it's probably a bit more heavy duty. At least it comes with the top hats.
Yeah, nice and
Most-
thick too, like nice
Yeah.
machine.
You got a lot of adjustability. You can change the holes up for the camber adjustment and go
You're gonna do a
crazy.
positive camber build, right?
Doing all net.
Positive 5 degrees
And they sent
camber.
they sent you 2 different spring rates?
Yeah, so they sent me for the rears it's supposed to be 10Ks and 12Ks.
These are fronts.
But they sent you
Yeah, they
two-
sent me 2 of each.
Oh, 2 of each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were nice about it because I told them I didn't really know. I did some research and I was confused. So they were like, "All right, well, we'll send you both."
Yeah.
Rear shocks look like.
Yeah, that looks nice. That looks pretty good.
I don't know.
You don't have to weld those in.
You can just
Yeah, you just bolt
and
it.
bolt it.
Oh, okay, that works then.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you could weld them, but for now we'll bolt them.
Yeah, if yours aren't like cracked or blown through, it's like
Yeah.
just put that in and sandwich it.
Heck yeah!
All right.
Shout out, Mang and Ken down at Threes Racing for hooking it up.
So which spring rate do you want to start with?
I was told 10K front, 12K rear.
Okay.
Oil pan baffles all welded in. We are solid there. This guy is now junk. And these dudes is just getting the oil pump nut set up.
Remember, kids, safety wire, don't weld.
I'm a little bit indifferent on it, so
And when you're doing it, you just have to make sure that it's lefty tighty instead of righty tighty, reverse threads.
Yeah.
And you have to get it to the first right hand side kind of spoke on this wheel instead of left, because it's gonna want to pull it in the direction that's tightening.
yep.
So
So once we get it a little cinched up here, then we'll wrap it around and do a final tighten, and it'll be good to go.
We got pan done, oil pump nut double protected. The baling wire was mildly intimidating and sketchy-ish looking, so we just put a tack weld on it. Wow, my hair is a mess. So yeah, we're good to throw an oil pan gasket on it and throw this all back up. and we can start getting everything together. So we had to freeze the ball joints. They were not wanting to go in, so those will be done tomorrow in the next video. And yeah, so for now we can do the oil pang, get that put up, we can get the subframe put back up, and get the coilovers on. Let's get cracking on that.
This whole kit takes like a day for this one. Yeah. You could be driving around a stock 400 horsepower car.
All right, day has come to an end. It's been a long one at that, but we got a pretty good amount done. So subframe is back up, minus one bolt that I gotta go get a tap for and maybe even replace. It was really rusty coming out and I don't really trust it, so run it for now, swap it when I get the chance. Other than that, yeah, coupler's up, just gotta tighten the bolt on it, and then you know, do the tie rods since they're right here. I got those in the box. Coils are up next on the Morrow, and then I did order some new engine mounts because mine, I didn't realize, were pretty floppy. So yeah, and then I got to try and find a suction line. Trying to find one local. I'm gonna call around in the morning, but yeah, I don't know. Gonna call it a day though, and I'm just stoked that there's so many people here, so much company. So I get you guys away from the fan there. But yeah, huge shout out to Alex again for coming by, and Isaiah as well as Ryan hanging out this morning, and my buddy Mike coming down. It was a fun day. Probably the most people I've had ever work on my own car with me. Normally it's either just me and myself or me and Doge, and back in the day it was me and AD, but you know, it was cool. BMWs are kind of fun. So anyways guys, thanks for hanging out with me, spending some time out of your day. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, go pick up a new VRF Velocity Race Fab shirt. Check out the new website, let me know what you guys think of it. I spent some good time on that, and yeah, I don't know, I think that's pretty much it. So do what you love, think about the rest. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.